Morning. Hello, and hello, Keiko. And anyone else who might be lurking or just tuning in. Yeah, my name is Calico Pascal, and I'm a sea otter VTuber streaming to you live from the Float Harbor Aquarium. Hello, hello. You guys have a good... Oh, if you're just also waking up, I hope you had a good sleep. Because... I guess I got an alright sleep. I woke up feeling pretty okay. I just need some more time to wake up, I suppose. I'm glad you guys could join me. I'm just gonna open up the same room as before. If you want to come join and hang out. I have some, I guess, stream-related stuff I want to work on today. Because I'm gonna be pretty busy the next couple days. And maybe I'll talk about that in more detail later. But let me pull up the room code. The host. Yeah. Calico room. 8 players, keep the room open. Anyone? I'm resting for a while. 5 minutes. Tags? Sure, let's do that. Create. I'm surprised. I didn't think that the drawings were still gonna be in the room when I opened it, but they were still there. Okay, let me copy the ID. So here is the room code. I'm just gonna... Oh, thank you, Keiko. Also put it on YouTube. Also, I just realized, I don't know if my chats are showing up on screen. Hold on, I will fix that in a moment. Pin. Okay. Oh no, okay, there they are. They're just taking a bit for them to pop up. Yeah, come. Bing bong. Hello. Let's see. Who is here? It's Keiko! Wow! Hello, Keiko. Feel free to make yourself comfy. Oh, ah. There we go. Oh, the the ambient lighting on the projector is really bright again. And that's okay. Hello, Owen! Well, it looks like Owen's wearing Keiko's hat. Because you guys are just standing there. Feel free to make yourself comfy. So I'm also gonna start opening up my stuff. Maybe I'll come join wherever you guys decide to sit. Owen has already claimed their spot that they were at last time. I will... let's see. Just a regular sit. Daydream sit. Where we have, stretching. What's this one? Yeah, yawning. Sleepy sit. Seems appropriate. Let's do that. There you go. Okay, and let me put on my task today. Working on... Can you put on multiple tasks? Streaming and... stream work. Oh no, it's too long. I just say stream work. There we go. Okay. So let me start opening up my programs. So the first thing that I want to kind of work on and get out of the way is my March schedule. By the way, I have a cup of a mocha I made. It's cacao powder and coffee with a little milk. And for breakfast I had just some cereal and a yogurt. Lemon raspberry. It's very yummy. No, my coffee's already kind of room temp. Okay, now Photoshop is open. I'm gonna open up. I liked the template I had made for my last schedule for February. I think it helped visualize the Tuesday and the Thursdays a little bit clearer. So we're just gonna reuse it. But change it, obviously, for March. I can't believe it's March already. Ooh. I think I also want to take a look at I mean, we're at the end of February, but I want to take a look at that 2026 goals that we had made on stream together and see if we've achieved anything in 2 months. Maybe a little early, but I believe we'll be okay. Let's see. So I mean, if you have looked at my schedules at all, I always like using background templates from Okumono, who makes a lot of free graphics. I'm gonna try to decide which of their backgrounds do I want to use this time around. Oh, this one's pretty cute. Oh, these are Hina Matsuri themed. But it's very cute. It's like spring-ish. Can use this one. I like... Oh, the pink is very cute. But I also like this green one. I think I want to go with pink, to be honest. I usually keep all my backgrounds that I save from Okumono on a folder. And then I'll also like link the website link itself to my own notes, so that way I can put it in like a credits later. Actually, I think I haven't done that for some of the past streams, though I don't think I've used too many for like thumbnail purposes. They're mostly just for backgrounds for the schedule templates. As I'm sure you guys have heard about the Twitch news regarding combined Twitch and YouTube chats. I might have to start updating my OBS stuff for that. We can finally have a combined chat, everyone together. Isn't that nice? Okay, so the new background we're gonna put in. There it is. Wow, it's so cute. Okay. Then I just have to update all my text colors and things. Once I start typing in new stuff, you'll get the nice keyboard ASMR sounds. Let's see, March, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'd be 3, 10, 17, 24, 31. Unless they're gonna be extra, maybe I can... Well, let me see how I want to format this. I'm not sure. Let's just try this first. Yeah, there's a bit of an extra one. 5, 12, 19, 26. I guess this is a good time to ask if you guys liked any particular stream. Or if there's anything you'd want to see me do in the upcoming month. Since I'm working on the schedule now, I already know I've had a request from one of my friends who's been begging me to go back to another Crab's Treasure. So I said I was gonna do that for them. Enjoy your meeting! Well, I mean, enjoy your meeting to the best of your ability, Owen. Thank you for joining. I have been actually really liking doing more art content lately on stream. guess this is also a good time to say that the first week of March, there's not going to be any streams from me because I will be traveling. I won't be in Float Harbor, unfortunately. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to stream when I return or give myself a day to kind of just rest. So maybe I'll just put tentatively no stream or maybe a gorilla. Let's see. Hi to Katie. It's okay. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. I hope you're having a good morning. Trying to think. I do want another art stream of some kind. Maybe we'll save that for... Alright, let's switch these around. Let's do... And then we'll make this one art. think I've seen, or I can't think of any other like indie game demos that have come out recently off the top of my head that it looked interesting. Maybe change this to this. I forgot who was it. Maybe it was actually after I ended my traditional art stream last time. The person we raided into, which I believe was OG, he was asking if... Oh no, he was talking about watercolor painting, and that made me think like, oh, I do have some watercolors that I haven't touched very much. I'd be interested in doing a piece with. I'm wondering maybe I can try to plan something and then we can try out another new medium. That might be fun. I'm mostly hoping though, I do want to finish the Shikishi board piece we're currently have been shipping out away at. Yeah, I've just been, I don't know if it's been kind of obvious, but like, I've been really enjoying those CanCam art streams lately. Or just, I've been in a creative mood. So, having any chance to do some art, it's been nice. I'm sure a time will come where I'll be like, oh, I want to play more games. But right now, I'm just kind of like, I just want to draw. And I, both like digitally or traditionally, I just want to make stuff. Or I want to work on things. Which is, it's a really great feeling, because I haven't felt this way in a very long time. I like to think of it as like, I was drawing a lot out of necessity. I know I talk about this quite often, but because I was drawing like for income, I kind of burnt myself out pretty bad. And so then like the creative garden just kind of was like razed to the ground. Just nothing but dirt for a long time. And so I think the seeds got planted, but nothing was growing, you know? And after lots of watering and kind of checking in, finally things are starting to pop up. kind of interested in having another Go Focus with Your Avatar stream next month too. Just so I can, like, work off stream, but we can still hang out and chat. And maybe I should switch the order of some of these so it's not too repetitive. Yeah, I think Go Focus with Your Avatar streams have been kind of like the perfect vibe for the morning. Like, the music is just very calm, and it gives us a nice quiet space to hang out and chat. And I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I was considering putting it for like the stream that I do when I return, so that way we can just kind of chat while doing stuff. But then that would mean it would be 2 Go streams back to back, technically, unless I do the gorilla stream when I return from my trip, which I'm not sure if I want to do that. If I do stream on the day that I return, or the stream that happens after I return, I would kind of like it to be where we have a chance to actually talk, because I think I've made the mistake in the past where, like, I'll go somewhere and then I'll come back and then you guys just want to talk and, like, catch up with me, and then I just get caught up in, like, whatever it is that I had planned on doing. Hey, good morning, Chozo. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. I'm just kind of musing to myself while working on the schedule for March at the moment. I know it's all very tentative anyways, but I like having a sort of plan anyways. Just to have something, you know, rather than freeballing. Maybe I'll just leave it like this for now and want to focus on editing the colors and things on this to make it pretty. Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of why I kind of wanted to switch to multi-streaming, is just to give people the option to choose whichever platform they prefer to watch on. I mean, for me personally, it's YouTube, which is, you know, why I started streaming on YouTube in the first place. But the goal of opening up a Twitch is so that way we could grow the community a little bit more. Because I feel like, as much as I personally like watching streams on YouTube, it is harder to find live streams on YouTube, whereas Twitch is built specifically for streaming. Oh. Yeah, if you're watching on mobile, I usually watch on YouTube, but desktop I'm always on Twitch. Felt. always missing your streams. Time zones are butt. It's okay, Chozo. Makes me happy that you still pop in to say hi. I hope you've been well. Most friends I try and watch lately are in England or West Coast, so it's rough catching stuff. Yeah, I understand. I have a couple friends who also are in a completely different time zone, and I never am able to catch them. Or I've always thought like, oh, I'd love to ask them for a collab, but at the same time I'm like, but the time zones, man. It'll be rough. Use this color. You've been well, spooky family stuff, but nothing you have control over, so I can only glance with concern and move on. I'm sorry to hear that, but glad you are just taking care of yourself. It's nice not having 2 jobs anymore. I forgot what free time and energy was like. So much more hanging out with friends. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, I have a couple people that I know who also are doing the 2 job stuff. I understand it's a necessary thing, but it does, you know, make me worry because it's just so much on a person. You shouldn't have to resort to that. I formatted this in a way where I made it very easy to edit the text, but the problem is, because they're all sharing the same layer, if I try to change the color of one line, all of them get affected. It's because it's the layer style where I'm using the stroke outline rather than the font itself. I guess I could... I mean, it's just gonna make a lot, but if I just make copies of the text and then reorganize them to be separated, then I could freely change all this stuff as I please. But that does require a little bit more elbow grease. I'm gonna do that. Let's see. If I guess I need to reorganize my my template anyways, it's kind of a mess. There we go. Yeah, this is a lot better if I just separate everything. Now I can change the colors of things to my heart's content. Tuesday in it. So Tuesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess normally a regular month has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, assuming you go up to the 31st. Yeah, because April's looking like... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, about 9. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's 5. let's start this way in order. Oh, actually I have to double the splitting the lines because there's the day and then also the the stream underneath. Ah. Oopsies. Oopsies. Okay, the Tuesday side is in progress in terms of splitting up the layers. Oops. Oopsies. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Confusing myself. Yay! Okay, Tuesday side is done. everything is now easily separated and able to be edited. Oh, did I skip one? I think I accidentally skipped one. Oops. Ah. Okay, go back a little bit. There we go. I accidentally skipped a day. Okay, we're not quite done yet. There we go. Wait, what? Am I not selecting the right layer? Oh, why does it keep doing that? I see. There we go. You can't trick me, Photoshop. Okay, now it's all split up and done. Yay! That looks about right. Be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Ah. keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, my foot's falling asleep. Oh no. My foot. Oh, it's so comfy though. Oopsies. Don't forget to stretch and drink some water. Yes, thank you, Keiko. I'm still trying to get through my coffee. But you're right, I should be drinking some water. Whoops. There we go. Yay, okay, Thursday is also now all separated. So now we just can play around with the colors of stuff. I think I want this one to be yellow. Same with this Thursday. Oops. Oopsies. I'm no graphic designer, but I still try to format my schedules in a way that's understandable and clear. And usually I try to, I mean, I like to focus on the aesthetic part too, obviously, but whoop. I know, I think it's something about the way that I kind of excuse me. The way I sort of think and function on a day-to-day basis is like, I understand that a graphic should have clarity so that way they're easy to understand and read, and that comes before the aesthetic part. But the creative part of me is like, oh, but I want this to be cute. But it doesn't serve its purpose if you can't understand like anything that's on it. Yeah, and then the fact that I'm doing this all in Photoshop too is kind of time consuming, because I'm sure if I was just doing this on like some vector program like Adobe Illustrator or anything else, I could just simply edit all the text and the colors way faster, and it'd be easier to keep things aligned. But I stick with Photoshop just because it's what I am most familiar with. Thinking and functioning daily is a pretty huge flex. I often wonder. I feel like at my job, I'm exposed to the general public on a daily basis, and there's so many times where I'll observe someone and the way that they go about the world, and it's just like, man, what is it like to just live in your own bubble? Like, I don't know. Like everything in this person's world just revolves around them, and everybody else is just kind of like people that they come across, but they play no real significance in that person's life. And maybe that's a kind of a big jump of an assumption, but you know, I don't know. There it's just kind of in the way that, again, you can watch them interact with not only you, but other people. And it's just like, man, you just really don't care, do you? Like, do you even think about how it has an effect on other people? It's just very bizarre, I think. And it just makes me wonder if, like, those kinds of people, what goes on in their head? Because I feel like I'm always thinking about, you know, other people's feelings and perspectives on things. I'm thinking about how to convey an idea to someone in the way that that person would be most receptive to it. I'm thinking about maybe grander things, like, you know, things that most people don't want to think about, like the state of our society and et cetera, et cetera. And then there's just like, what am I gonna do for dinner? But often I am more plagued by things of like worrying about future things, like responsibilities and stuff that I don't want to forget. And I think that's exactly why I tend to lean towards being attracted to writing everything down in a journal or a planner, because I just think so much that if I don't have an outlet to kind of just put my thoughts down physically, it makes me very anxious, because I'm constantly trying to remember and not forget about the things that I need to remember. And even when I write things down, I still find myself, like, the thought will come back, like, oh my god, did you write that thing? Or did you remember to write that thing? Did we already do that thing? And so then I have to double check, and it's like, did I do the thing? And it's like, oh god, yes, you did write it down. It's okay. Calm down. It's fine. So it's not 100% foolproof, but because I'm very on top of trying to make sure that I do write stuff down, it does help relieve some of that internal anxiety and thinking. Oh, you know what? I think a hand cam stream that I want to do, that besides like traditional art, is doing some kind of like journaling. Though I guess I would have to be careful, because I think I have this journal, like a, not quite a travel journal. It's sort of like a travel slash junk journal. And if you don't know what a junk journal is, it's basically just kind of like a place where you can, it's kind of like scrapbooking. I've seen a lot of people do it where they'll just like collect receipts and you know, little things like candy wrappers and whatnot, and you cut them up, or you put them, you like glue them into your journal. And I know that my travel junk journal, I haven't been able to touch it in a very long time, so there's stuff that I would want to add in. But yeah, personal items like receipts and notes and things like that obviously have personal information, so maybe I would just want to start like a separate junk journal, without any of like anything personal, without any sensitive information, just like purely collecting a bunch of like my scraps and then just stamping and gluing things into the journal. That'd be fun to do. I do have quite a backlog of like junk and scraps that I've collected over the past year or so that I've been meaning to cut and put into a journal. So perhaps I just have to find another one, like separate from my other personal one. But there was a person that I've been kind of watching who does these like, it's a more organized junk journal where they have a little cutout template where it's like a stamp sort of, except it like punches holes and they're like shaped. So this person got like a little puncher that is like stamp shaped, and they'll go and they'll take like their scraps and punch out these little stamp shaped things, and then they'll just glue them into a journal to look at all of the visual things that they liked collecting. And that kind of resonated with me in some extent, because it's like it's a junk journal. It's just a collection of like visual stuff that this person really liked, but it's also, rather than just being kind of thrown in there haphazardly, they were all cut in a very familiar format and then organized very neatly. It seems very calming. The other funny thing is, like, about journaling, I may have talked about this before, but I feel like when I was younger, my idea of journaling was always the stereotypical version of journaling that you see in media, where it's like some person taking their diary out and they're like, "Dear diary, today, blah 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 blah," and that, when I tried approaching it that way, it just didn't seem genuine to me. And I think part of finding my personal voice that I was comfortable with talking to myself, because at the end of the day, the journal and the diary, whatever it is, should be for your eyes only, and you share whatever you feel like sharing. And so initially started with, like, back in the days where I was a freelancer, I remember there was a particularly weird time in our world where we all should have been confined to our spaces, our personal spaces, and I did think, this is not, having to be stuck inside for a long time. I want to dialogue what the things that happen in my day to day, so that way I can remember what this time period was like, and also just to kind of keep myself from going insane. Like, every day's been the same, but have I been productive? Have I been doing things? And so initially it started off as just like little bullet points, and that was enough for me to remember what I was doing without having to be like, diary, I am speaking to you now. It was just kind of like, I had breakfast, I worked for this many hours, and that's it. I think part of it is also just becoming more comfortable with yourself, because I definitely feel like when I tried writing in my journal all those years ago, I was I was more self-conscious than I am now. And so I was much more critical, and I was like, this writing in a diary this way is kind of cringe. I don't like it. But yeah, it seemed like I had gradually grown an interest in, well, what originally started as just trying to remain productive ended up becoming a little more personal over time. Like, oh, rather than just what I worked on or how long I worked or what I ate, it started also being like, today I didn't feel so good. And then do I decide to, like, write and trap the moment forever in that line, or do I just say that I wasn't feeling good and then move on and then focus on the things that actually make me happy? And I find that focusing on the things that make me happy was a lot better mentally, because then I just had a collection of all these things of like, oh, like look at all the good things that happened in the past week or the past month, versus like, oh, this thing really upset me, and I just have all these memories of upsetting things. But yeah, as I dive more and more into like the journaling and stationery hobbyists, I'm discovering more things that look fun. It was just like, for example, the junk journal, or like the bullet journal, or the productivity journal, and yeah, maybe it's a lot to have a lot of different journals going on at the same time, and maybe, they will be kind of just someone's junk in my future family line. But for now, I think they hold value still. And maybe there will be a time where it's actually, like, worthwhile. Maybe I'll be an old senior sea otter, and I'll be in my bed, and I'll be losing my memory just from old age, and then I'll be like, bring me my journals, and then my kin will give me my giant pile of journals I have accumulated over the years, and then I'll be able to read through them and be like, yes, I remember all of this precisely. My lunch break is ending. Nice hanging out. Have a good day, everyone. Best of luck with your activities. Thanks, Chozo. I hope you had a good lunch break. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, we talked about this a long time ago, but I had, like, kind of mentioned my interest in fountain pens, my curiosity that had been growing, and several of you started commenting that you were also into, like, fountain pens and dip pens and ink swatches and stuff. And so that is something I'm also wanting to look into a little bit more. I know that really nice pens can be on the pricier side, but I mean, what is a hobby if you are not willing to spend some money on it for your own personal joy? So I'm curious as to how I should word this, because I do want to do another traditional art stream, like a hand cam, like working on the piece that we're already currently working on. And then I want to do, maybe starting a new piece, a watercolor piece, or maybe I will accumulate some new materials by then, and we can start putting stuff together. I also, while I do enjoy keeping the productivity streams, like, for the mornings, because it helps, like, wake me up and fuel my brain for the day, I do feel kind of bad for the people who do enjoy these types of streams, but they can't make it in the morning. Which is why this past month for February, I tried to have some creative streams in the evening as well as gaming streams. And I don't mind having gaming streams in the morning, but I just feel more awake doing a more like productive stream in the morning. A lot more calm. Whereas I feel like in the evening I have to kind of be a little more entertaining. Sorry, I'm still waking up. Yeah, if I do intend on doing a scrapbook journaling thing though, it means I do have to prepare a little bit more ahead of time so I have stuff ready. Ugh, excuse me. Or, you know, how about we do... Let's switch these around. We could do like a digital art stream in the morning, and then split it up so we have one hand cam art stream in the morning and then one in the evening. And at least 2 gaming streams in the evening. It also gives me time to actually prepare all my stuff if I do decide to do that. Yeah, I know we're making headway on Phoenix Wright. We're like almost done. I don't know how much more there is left to this final trial, and we've only gone through like the first part of it, I believe. So if not in March, I know the next stream or the next month it'll probably be the last of it. We're also losing a couple streams obviously because I'm gonna be away, so March is kind of a little bit short. We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 streams next month, rather than the 8 or 9 that we should normally have. But that's okay. That's just the way that life is. But I think this looks pretty solid. I think we're good. So I'm gonna save this. And then I'll show you guys what I made. And then we can start. I'm gonna start changing them up on my YouTube and socials while we're still live on stream. Also going to remove all of this. It's funny, I kept a bunch of layers from my old schedules from the past because back then things were a little less consistent in terms of like how many streams I was doing, since I was only streaming once a week. But I like this template a lot better. Delete. Okay, and then save. Edit. No. Save as. PNG. March 2026 schedule. Save. Okay, so I think that's good. Alright. Let me close Photoshop. In this. Okay, let me show you what I got for our schedule. Ta-da! Here's what I was working on this entire time that we were working together. So March schedule. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. PST and 8 a.m. PST. So yeah, no streams. Well, I guess me posting it this way is also a good way for me to double check that everything's correct. So the 3rd and the 5th, there's no streams because I won't be in Float Harbor. March 10th, there might be a gorilla. Maybe. Good morning, OnlyFlans. Hello. You should stream on my birthday. It'd be so awesome and it's so cool. When's your birthday? I can't make promises, but March 1st? Oh no, I can't, unfortunately. I'm sorry, OnlyFlans. I'll be away. I'm traveling. I won't be at home. But I wish you crying and shaking, no. I wish you a happy early birthday though. Man, I know so many people with March birthdays. March is crazy. You know, my doggo, my little creature, who passed away. It has been like 2 years now. His birthday was March 14th. March the best month. Yeah, March is the beginning of springtime. You're finally out of the cold, harsh winter. But yeah, looking like this upcoming month we'll have a lot of a good mix of art and some productivity stuff and a little bit of gaming. Dude, as much as I am enjoying Another Crab's Treasure, it's been a long time since the last time I played it, so it's just gonna be another like hour of me trying to remember how to play before we actually start making any headway in the game. And then I have been keeping track of my deaths still in game, which I'm pretty sure is probably off by like a death or two, since it requires so much like replay. But I do like the world and the aesthetic of Another Crab's Treasure. this is what I've put together while we were just, well, I was just kind of, you could hear me all like mumbling to myself. And I'm gonna start posting that on my socials and whatnot while we're still live. There was something else I said I wanted to do, and I already forgot. Oh. Yeah, going to YouTube right now. Your channel. Where is? There we go to YouTube Studio. Can I hold a calm 3 grillion from you? What game is this? Oh, this game? The game that you see right now. This is Gogh. Focus with your avatar. You can basically make a little guy, and you can just go into little rooms and hang out with people. So this is the room that I created. It's not super fancy. How much is it? I don't know how much it is off the top of my head. I have to look. Let's see. Go focus with your avatar. It is $11.99 on the Steam store. They also have it available on mobile iOS, which, I mean, it looks pretty fun, but I would rather I'd rather have it on desktop. Yeah, is it under live? Yeah. It's a free chat. I'm gonna edit this. I hope it's not too big. I might have to resize it. I forgot to make a resized one. Oh, where did I put it? By the way, I try to be pretty organized with my files on my computer, but it's still a mess. There's still like the separate files kind of everywhere. Well, that is not what I wanted. No, that is incorrect. YouTube, no. Okay, it should be this one. No, sorry, it should be, where is it? This one. Okay, yay, I didn't need to do anything. And then let me change this. Oh. Was I a dummy? I did. I copied the link for the background image, but I didn't do it from the correct URL. So let me delete that. And let me pull it up. For real, for real. Okay, oh no. And thankfully, because it was a new background, it's like right here. Save. Okay, new schedule is going up right now on my YouTube free chat. I think it's saving. There we go. I do believe that should be correct. Yep, 3, 5, 10, 12, 17, 19, 24, 26, and 31. So for April, I'm looking way ahead, but for April we have the 2nd, 7, 9, 14, 16, 21, 23, 28, and 30th. Also, Flans, I don't think I was able to tell you, or I haven't mentioned it on stream, but I'm currently trying to bulk. So I've been eating quite a lot, but I've been kind of busy lately, so I haven't been able to work out as much as I haven't been able to work out as much as I would like. So I've just been eating a lot, and I'm worried. I'm gonna check my numbers today. I'm pretty sure I gained weight, but I don't know if it's muscle mass or just fat. I know I need to lock in. I was thinking when I come back from my trip. So currently, on a normal day-to-day basis, or weekly basis, I try to work out 3 times a week, but I'm going to try to up it to 3 to 4 when I return. Oh yeah, did you receive your gorilla biscuits yet? $3 for 25 pounds. Dude, I'm so curious if it's actually if it actually tastes good. You're still waiting. I need to know. I need the OnlyFans review if it's actually like decent, because I am the type of person where if it's at least edible, but I know that it's good for me, I can force myself to eat it, or I'll make it like more appealing for myself. Like, I actually, just yesterday, for the first time, I meal prepped for more than one day. I made some, like, chickpea pasta, which is, like, higher in protein and fiber. And it was enough. There was, like, 3 servings in a box. So, I have lunch for the next 3 days. Or, I guess today and the next 2 days after that. Gorilla slop for me and the boys. Let's go. I have been seeing a lot of, I've been getting a lot of Instagram reels for meal prep stuff. And I'm particularly interested in, right now, I feel like I haven't had too much, like, Asian food type flavors. Asian flavors, like, Japanese or Korean. I'm kind of craving that right now. So I would love, like, I've been in the mood for, like, Japanese curry, or just, like, even something really simple, like some meat and with, like, furikake seasoning and white rice. Which, again, isn't very crazy. But I just haven't gone out of my way to go to an Asian grocery store. I've been Costco maxing, because Costco got all the value. Oh, pho sounds so good. I would love some pho. Okay, so I think the schedule finally went up. I'm gonna have to eventually make, like, a text version of all the stuff that I just typed out. Yeah, the downside to having typed everything out and separating all the layers is that now it's not in one convenient little text layer. I have to type it all out again. That's fine. I think it'd be better to roll out the schedule over the next few days or so, as we're still in February. You sent me the method. Let's go. Oh. Okay, I will have to watch these later, but thank you. But yeah, I've also been working out with one of my gym buddies. Because normally I solo. I just do my own thing, but I've been feeling like I need the push, especially if I'm trying to bulk. I need someone to really push me. Even though I could push myself, I just appreciate having someone there to kind of show me the ropes a little bit more. Like, teach me things that I don't already know. And so I feel like it's been very beneficial for me. So I'm expecting to kind of die tonight and tomorrow because he's training me. But it will be good. I need it. Also, how did you guys enjoy if you were able to join the evening stream this past, like, 2 days ago, the animation stream? I did a lot of yapping, and I didn't really I didn't really focus on chat too much because I was just kind of locked in. But again, now that I have kind of used it a little bit, I still want to look up to see if Moho has certain features, but once I become a little more comfortable with it, I'd love to do more animation on stream too. Need to work out more. I burnt out and need to go more consistently. Yeah, that's kind of basically what happened for me last week. I only worked out once last week. I feel really bad. And just because I had stuff that I needed to do in the evenings. And I don't know if you guys remember, but my throat had been bothering me. It's getting better. It was like getting better, and then I did something the other day. Like I must have been in a weird position or something happened and I had agitated it again. So now it's getting better again, slowly. I feel it less today than yesterday. So I hope it's just an upward trend of it getting better. So that's why I only worked out once last week, and then I was gonna work out yesterday. I had intentions. I had full intentions of doing so, but I needed to prep. I need to do my meal prep, and I needed to prep for stream. And I ended up having a very busy day at work too, so I was just kind of like, I want to go home. But today, there's no escaping. Today and tomorrow, I need to work out. It will happen. And I'm glad you found it useful. I hope I can be a little more eloquent for future animation streams. Okay, so what? There was something else I said I wanted to do that I'm not remembering. Because we did the schedule, and then I put it up on YouTube, the free chat. We talked about the gym and Gogh, and last stream. I'm sure it'll come to me. Thinking. I was talking about journaling and like hobby stuff. Oh, not very super interesting, but I found this game that you can play on an internet browser. It's called dialed.gg, and the whole purpose of Dialed is like it gives you a color and you have a certain amount of time to memorize the color, and then you have to try to match the color as best as you can. It's kind of fun, but it's not a type of game that I would want to center a whole stream around just because it's so... I mean, maybe it'd be interesting. It's kind of funny. I did really good. I got a pretty good score the other day. Actually, I'm wondering if we can do a little bit right now. I can open up a browser. Let me see. If I open a new tab and make this a new window. Hide this one. And then I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. What browser do you use? I use Chrome. So dialed. GG. And then I'm gonna mute it. So that way it doesn't have the annoying sounds. Okay, do I have the window capture on this? Window capture. Dialed. Okay. Oh. Let me scale this down a little bit more. You're gonna play a little dialed. Yeah, I think it's Alt. On OBS. There we go. I'm gonna put it here so I don't get in the way of our cute little avatars. You can watch me play dialed. It goes pretty fast, which is also why I was like, I don't think I would want to do a full 3 hours of this game. Let me open it a little, because I think it should be okay. So you're gonna see very quickly what I mean when I do solo. So it gives you a color, and then you have a certain amount of time to remember the color. And then you have to try to best match the color to your memory. I think it was a little more desaturated than this. I'm gonna lock in. Should do a stream of a mini game too. Yeah, I guess it was like somewhere in between like this. Oh, that was so off. I was way too light. So you have 5 chances to accumulate a good score. This is kind of like a foresty green. Like a dark green. Quite saturated. More on the yellow-green side. It's like darker than this. Hey, something like this? No. A little more yellow. Like that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Almost. It was still darker, even. I realize when I do this, I usually mess up on the hue is always on point. It's always just the saturation and the darkness that always messes me up. Also, as you're playing, I'm meal prepping the rest of the soup I made. I made way too much. What kind of soup? We love a good soup. Oh look, this is like a... I would describe this as maybe like a blueberry? Blueberry blue? It's like kind of purpley. This is almost close to what it was, I think. If not a little bit... No. More saturated? Like that? It was more purple. I was thinking too much blue. Oh, the soup you sent in the DMs. Okay. This is a very bright green. Very saturated. Like a greenish yellow. This is kind of close. Maybe a little darker. Like that. It was more desaturated, more yellow. This wasn't a very good round. Another green. This is more blue-green, for sure. But not too blue. It's like, kind of here. I don't remember the saturation or the darkness. I already forgot. Oh, it was way too light. But the hue was close enough. Yeah, and then it will give you your total score. Oh, it's different. Oh, they updated it. Because before, it would give you your score and then tell you the percentage of which you ranked, but it didn't have this before. where it would show you your score for each color, and then you can add your initials. So my best score when I was just playing this on my own was 48. 48 out of 50. That's really high. I was like top 1%. I'm gonna try to recreate that right now. I'm being productive. I am practicing my memory skills. Oh, that's pretty close. Already, somewhere like this. A little darker. Like that? Oh, it's so purple. It's so dark. Oh my gosh. Ooh, like a pale. It's very dusty, pale pink. Very pale. Almost like that. No, this is too much. It was like darker than this. A little more saturated. Maybe that's still a little too dark. It's a little too saturated. Something like that. Oh! Well, who entered the room? Hello. 9.74. Not bad. Bing bong. Ooh, this is like not brat green, but very close. If you don't know what I mean by brat green, I'm talking about what's her name? Billie Eilish. Her album cover, yeah, it was like this kind of color, but I think they were more desaturated. Ooh, very close. 9.61. Oh, it's Twy. Hello, Twy. Oh, you can sit on the fridge? Oh my god. You found the peak sitting spot. As you can see, I'm being very productive right now. But to be fair, I did do what I intended to do, which was making the schedule for March. I also was not paying attention to the color. Is it something like this? Oh, that was so off. Hey, you learning colors? That's fire. That was an awful score. It's, why? I don't even know how you would describe that. It's like bluish green. A little more blue. Kind of like this. A little darker. I'm actually not even sure of myself anymore. Was it like this? Don't answer that. Don't backseat me playing dialed. Don't tell me. That was so off. Oh, that was bad. Only a 41. That was worse than the last time. We gotta try again. But yeah, see, you can go through these rounds very, very fast. If you want to play yourself again, it's called dialed.gg. It's a very burgundy. Very dark. I don't remember how saturated it was though. Or if it was more purple or red. I feel like it was more red. Like this? It's almost too red. Somewhere in between like that. Oh, it was so off. It was more purple! Also, Twy, I'm sorry, I know you just joined, but I'm actually gonna be ending stream here soon. Maybe once I finish up this round of dialed. It's pretty dark, I think. Oh, that was so off. It's because I'm not focusing, I'm not locking in, I'm not dialed. is desaturated purple. Like this. Maybe a little more desaturated than that. A little darker. A little more desaturated. Like that. Oh my god, it's so dark! Hi, hi, hi. This is almost, I mean, it's more purple, but it's very close to like Twi colors, I would say. Oh, this is very saturated purple. Almost like this, I would say. Okay, go. Whoo! That's a lot better. I don't think my final score is gonna be very good. This is like not navy, it's blue. You know, there's this game reminded me of another game. It's a board game. My friend was telling me about it the other day. But basically you have like a cardboard, like a mat, which has a bunch of different like Pantone swatches of colors. And basically one player will pull a card with a color and a number, like, you know, to match it that's on the whichever one that matches it on the board. And they have to describe the color as best as they can. And then the other players have to guess which of the color it is. You know, the player with the card can't obviously say what color it is. They just have to best describe it without actually saying the color. So for example, it'd be like, rather than, you know, you can't say blue, so you'd have to be like, oh, it's like the sky or the ocean. And the ocean obviously could be something like, well, is it more of like an aqua or is it more like a teal-y kind of color? Ooh, that was pretty close. Just the saturation was a little off. Okay, a little bit better, 43.28. Still not as locked in. But yeah, that's dialed. And then that game I was just describing, the like color swatch game, the physical board game. I saw it at Barnes & Noble the other day, and I was like, oh, I kind of am tempted to buy this, but I won't. It's okay, I can wait. But it sounds fun. It's like, oh, how good are you at describing color? But anyways, let's see. Thanks for joining me today and listening to me ramble and talk to myself while I was working on the schedule. But now we're gonna look for someone to raid on Twitch. Bye, OnlyFlans. Thank you for joining. Oh, yay! Okay, I was worried that there was someone who I haven't seen stream in a bit, and it seems like they're still live. I hope she's not gonna end anytime soon.
Name something. I will think about it. I wanted to play the Chilla's art game. Forgot the name again.
Okay, I think she's still streaming. So let's go raid. Let's go raid. Our good friend Ariety X3. Okay, go say hi to Ari. She is a ninja fox VTuber, and she is a wonderful streamer, and she's very sweet. And so, yeah, no streams March 3rd or March 5th. That week I will be away, but you know, there are plenty of people who are also streaming, so you should go give them a watch. Be safe, Dio. You too. I will have to look at your videos that you sent me. Oh, until next. Oh no, wait, is she ending? Oh my god, I think she's ending. I just caught her at the end. Oh no! Okay, hold on. We're gonna cancel the raid. We have to. She just ended. No! Okay, we have to find someone else to raid. Wait. I took too long. I was rambling too much. Okay, who else is streaming? Anybody else I know? Let's see. Live channels we think you'll like. Yeah, who's live right now? If I can't find anyone to raid, we can just say bye here. But I just want to take a quick browse. Looking. Who is streaming right now? Not a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, I am familiar and I recognize some of these people, but... Oh! Oh, man. Okay. I mean, okay, well, I know this person. I don't think they... This is another one of those... It's another one of those things where... I know who they are, but I don't know if they know that I'm a VTuber. So we're gonna raid them. So, go say hi to Gad. They're streaming some kind of art stuff. I'm gonna give it some time because I just got hit with an ad from them. So I'm gonna start the raid now. But yeah, Gad is doing some art. I know them. We have crossed paths long ago, and so they don't know that I'm a VTuber, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna go raid them. Go say hi. Go check out their work. They're more of a less anime style. They're more cartoony. They're like a toontuber. They consider themselves a toontuber. And they're friends with a lot of other toontubers. Okay. So with that being said, oh my god, the ads, please end so I can end my stream and raid. Okay, there we go. Alright guys, go say hi to Gad, go watch him do some cool drawing stuff. And I will see you guys all when I return. Potentially, well, you saw the schedule. So, bye bye, see you later. Thanks for joining me again.